on.
Is this thing on?
Pow!
I didn't even realize we'd started till I heard the theme music. I'm like,
Well, sometimes we like to. Sometimes I miss the old days. Sometimes I miss the old days when I would just press go live and people
And you
would just
wouldn't
have to
even know?
deal with it. No,
Yeah.
that was actually before your time too. We'd just be talking like we normally do at the beginning of the show, and I'd just
yeah,
go,
and he would just press live and we'd be like,
and it'd be on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was good times. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else out there to UCR Live Uncensored Radio's weekly recap of pop culture, politics, and all the other P words you can think of.
No.
Trio of awesomeness here
I can
again
think of
today.
quite a few P words.
I can think of a few P words too, right? I can think of a few words. It has been a busy week in life. I know for me, but we have not got to bury the lead. Christina, it's you, girl. It's all
fuck.
you.
Okay. All right. Hi. So
Hi.
yeah, hi, I'm Christina. I'm an alcoholic. No. So it was my daughter's
Hi,
6th birthday. Yeah. Here knows the deal, right? So it was my 6th birthday. I don't know where
awesome.
I'm at this week, motherfucker. It
You
was my
look
daughter's
great for
6th birthday. Daughter's 6th birthday, and she was insistent. Actually, I thought I had a picture of what she drew, but I don't know where it is. But whatever. She was insistent on a 2-tier cake that was chocolate cake with chocolate icing, and then she wanted pink icing on the outside with a gold drizzle down the top, and the whole party had to be ballerina themed, and and I'm like, my mother buys the cakes for all the grandkids' birthdays. Okay,
Right.
I mean, but sometimes I
Tradition.
improvise. Yes, sometimes I improvise, whatever, but. 2 years ago, I made a rainbow layer cake. When each cake is a different color, each layer is a different color. Actually, I have to send that.
Everyone went through that phase. Yeah, actually, I think I remember you talking about that cake too.
I think I showed it on the show. I definitely showed it. I went and got it and held it up. I'm pretty sure I did.
That's correct. Yep.
I remember that. Yeah. So this
2 years
year,
ago.
So this year, I delivered, I think, and we have proof of it. So
yes, ladies and gentlemen, let us witness the cake. Let us witness the cake.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Whoa!
Look at the piping on the edges.
I was about to say the piping is very impressive. That's what stood out to me. The piping is very impressive.
The picture does not do it justice, but the drizzle is like glittery, right? Like it's a gold glitter.
And it's very lovely the way it's drizzled down.
Right? It looks so nice.
And how was Rosaria?
So approximately how many breakdowns did you have making that cake?
I was surprisingly calm. Like, okay. The breakdowns were before, I have to say. Like, you know how you have like
anxiety
or something? Like, like your procrastination, right? Like your procrastination anxiety. So leading up to it, I was off on that Thursday, and my daughter wasn't home with me. No, I was making the cake on Saturday. All right. So I dropped my son off at his school. Me and my daughter headed out. I said, let's go to a bakery. We're going to go to a bakery, and we're going to get what we need, and we're going to ask the chef in the back, the baker in the back, how to do this, and if they can give me some tips. I said, smile as big as you can. I said, they're going to tell them it's your birthday. I said, maybe they'll give us some free stuff. Maybe they'll give us like the free drizzle or something. Who knows, right? I said, yeah, because like she's so fucking cute. I have a really cute kid. So like, I mean, if she has these dimples, oh my God. So
not afraid to exploit that. Come on.
I go, yeah, right. So I go, can you show me your smile? She's in the back seat. She's like, I'm like, you bitch. I'm like, fucking smile. I go, if we don't get it from the first bakery, we'll go to the next bakery. I was starting like this Irish accent after a while. I was like Scottish or Irish or whatever. And she's cracking up. Anyway, I get to the bakery. I get the two cake like boards. Okay, $4, right? But 2 of them are square, so I couldn't use the tiny square one. I could only use the big square one for the bottom cake. Then I
Right.
go to another bakery because then I asked her, I was like, how do I do the drizzle? They were like, oh, white chocolate. I'm like, I'm not getting fucking white chocolate. Like, fuck you. I'm not doing all that. Go to the next bakery by my house. And she goes, you need dowels. She told me everything. Like, they were so fucking good. They gave me a free cake board for the top layer. She goes, put the dowels in, put the board on top, put the cake. And she was telling me, like, basically how to do it. So I'm like, she's like, go to Michael's. They have the cake drip. She goes, do that, get the edible glitter, throw it on. I'm like, okay, I got this now. Like,
I'm gonna marry this woman, first of all.
I went to Michael's, I got the dowels, I got the glitter, I got the cake drip. Shit was fucking beautiful. I do the cakes, I cut the cakes into 3 layers. I mean, I just made room in my fridge. I frosted the fuck out of it. Like, I used 4 containers of chocolate icing and then put that in the fridge. And then let that set. Then I mixed the pink with 2 pinks with 1 white so that I could make it like, go further. And put that in the fridge. That was like a, what do you call it? It's like a dirty ice, I guess, like a dirty icing.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's your crumb layer.
Yes. Then the next day I went in and I got all the tools for it too, like one of those flat-sided things, and I got all the bags, the piping bags, and the fucking tips and all the crap, and the cake spinner thingy, the cake like.
Oh, you got a spinner as well. Oh wow,
that really fucking helped. Like just moving it and holding the thing.
It does.
Oh my god, my edges were crisp. I was like, dude, this actually came out so nice, but. I have to say one thing. You know, me and my brother don't get along, right? I feel like we're turning around. We're coming around a corner, like, like slowly.
Until he criticized your cake,
didn't he? No, that cocksucker. When I went to go get the cake out of the fucking fridge in the garage, because I had to bring it to my mom's house, all right? Because my house is too small for a party. And so I get it out of the garage, and I wrapped that shit in tinfoil because it was pouring on Sunday, too. And wrapped it in like 3 layers of tin foil. Through the tin foil, I see a fingerprint in the side of the cake.
He did not.
I was like, that motherfucker. And I opened the fridge and my mom was out there with me. And I go, he can't let me have one fucking thing. One fucking thing. I was like so pissed off. And then I go in the house and I act like nothing fucking happened. I just turned the cake around. And I'm like, and I hadn't put anything on it yet, so he didn't know which was the front or the back or whatever. Yeah. I turned the cake around. My daughter says something. She goes, Mom, there's a fingerprint in it. I said, it's your Uncle John's. And she's like, is it really? I go, yeah. And my sister-in-law goes, of course it is. You always put a fingerprint in that cake. I'm like, okay. Okay.
Oh,
I didn't even say anything. I'm like, it's Uncle John's. It loves happy birthday.
Well done.
It was a perfect cake. My kid was happy. The family loved it. I think it was really good.
Done.
And
diffusing that situation. Good girl.
Yeah.
Look, that's growth. Right? That's growth.
Yeah. I feel like I have really come around in a like I feel like I have. At work, definitely.
Points for that, Christina.
Yeah, right. Like at work, definitely, but around him, like it's really just like focus. Like the kids are around, don't react. Like
don't lose your mind.
Yeah. Well, the less I react, the better.
It's always important to remember that your family are always able to push your buttons because they sewed them on.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. The other thing he did that night, because I turned my because it's 400,000 degrees. It's like walking out into an oven, right? In New York. Vera knows.
Yeah.
So the humidity is disgusting. So I turned my car on before so the air conditioner can cool down the car. We were loading gifts up, all this crap. It took a few minutes to get the kids all like together. So my car was running for maybe 7 to 10 minutes, right? We go out, my husband goes out and he's putting my son in and he goes, somebody turn the fucking heat on.
Was it your brother?
So he went in my car and put the temperature up to like 89, like as high as it can go. thought that was actually pretty funny. Like I laughed. I was
That
like,
is
"What is
pretty
this?"
funny.
And then I thought to myself, he loves me. All right, he's just doing this because he loves me.
My we
I'm
were
sorry,
Poor
I've had a
Joey.
day.
Poor
That was,
Joey.
that
Poor
was one of the
Joey.
days out of my weeks. I hope you all enjoy that. Because
I
that's just
do.
one day of my
We were coming back from Syracuse, and Dia was messing with the air conditioning, and I don't know what she did, but she turned on my heated steering wheel,
Oh,
and I'm like, "Why are my hands so freaking hot? What are you talking about?" I said, "My heated steering wheel is on."
Oh, see, that's these
freaking out.
newfangled automobiles and their stuff and their things.
Yeah.
Turn things
Oh,
on.
you know, come December, I'm going to be in love with that steering wheel again.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
wish I
heated
had
steering
that.
wheel when your hands are freezing because you just scraped the snow off your windshield.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. See, I need that in my car. I need that one.
Not relatable, but have been there during that time. Not relatable.
Oh, yeah.
Not relatable, but have been there. Come on, I can
You're in the middle of
sympathize.
winter and you're still wearing a short sleeve shirt.
Me?
You.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean, yeah, I'm in a short sleeve, but it's again, it's actually
summer there.
cooling off.
Today's
But
been better. Today was nice. Today
Yeah,
I
I
was
would-
AC
it's pouring
nasty.
today. Oh my god, today was a bad day for us. It
I
was
think I'm just a spring fall girly. I'm not a summer winter girly. I'm just like, give me those in between seasons.
I'm okay with summer. It's winter that kills me.
oh, I love winter. I like fall. Like winter though, like deep winter, no. Like
January, February, when the world has
yeah,
been frozen for fucking ever, and
no,
your
that's
hands
too
are
much.
freaking every morning when you grab that steering wheel.
Fucking ever.
Oh, why did I not move?
Yeah. Right.
Why do I
Next
live
year,
closer to the
right? Like,
equator?
oh god.
Oh dear. Look, sometimes you might not have a choice whether you move or not, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's not like I had a lot of choice either. It's like I couldn't leave my sisters.
Yeah, I can't leave my family. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Come on, I can't leave my family. And every time you think it's
I
gonna
know.
be, every time you think it's gonna be like lovely, then there's like a tsunami warning in Hawaii and everything. I was like,
Yeah, thank God you didn't get hit, right? They said like
no.
a lot
It
of
was
people like
it
they said,
ended up being a big nothing, but
yeah, Hawaii and Alaska, and then they had parts of California on watch. That was fucking crazy. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, but then nothing
what happens
happened.
in these big events, baby doll? Just well, you guys are in the right area for that moment when Yellowstone goes pop. You'll be okay. You'll be like,
we are. We just make the
hi,
cut.
we're okay
Yeah,
over here. Everyone else maybe not so much, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, we need some. Oh, what did you? I didn't do a story on it just because it's random. Did you see the object the size of Manhattan that scientists think might be an alien spacecraft entering our atmosphere, our universe?
No,
They're coming.
I did not see that story.
Look, all we
Look,
need just another thing.
imagine when this show turns into alien chat. So I heard that Luke got abducted and probed, and then the aliens came along. It'll be great. It'll be great.
And Luke said,
I'm ready to spice up.
I'm over here. Take
Yeah,
me
no,
again.
please. I want a holiday. I want a holiday.
Right?
At this point, I'm going to consider it a rescue mission.
Exactly. That I think that's it. The final. Well, they always said that
yeah.
You know, conspiracy theorists always said that extraterrestrial life would intervene when the human species got too dangerous. So
maybe it's happening.
Maybe we could be here.
Where is my "I want to believe" shirt? get my Mulder and Scully out and do it.
I really like the idea that they were already here and were encapsulated in the
we're
ocean,
just
waiting for us to fuck up.
Yeah, very much the Prometheus idea that we're just like the experiment that went wrong. Oh,
we're the ant colony that they watched eat each other.
Dads, you fools. Kind of like how we watch the rest of the world and pop culture on this show. We are the alien overlords of pop culture, and we shall discuss this week's
hot load of hot topics.
There we go. Did you like that segue? How great was that? I just fell in my lap. I enjoyed it. So the theme of today's show is real and fake news, and I guess we're covering all of it today. The first story is a bit of everything. I love the picture, first of all. So, if you are not watching and you are listening, President Donald Trump over the weekend called for the prosecution of music superstar Beyonce based on something that didn't actually happen. Trump has claimed on social media, of course, on the ever reputable Truth Social, that Beyonce broke the law by supposedly getting paid $11 million for her endorsement of Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris during October 2024 in Houston. Federal campaign spending records show a $165,000 payment from the Harris campaign to Beyonce's production company, which listed the campaign, which listed it as campaign event production expense. Fair enough. A Harris campaign spokesperson told Deadline last year that they did not pay celebrity endorsers, but were required by law to cover the costs connected with their appearance. Funny that. Fact-checking websites factcheck.org and PolitiFact looked into the $10 million claim last year and didn't find any physical basis for it. A spokesperson for Beyonce told PolitiFact in November that the claim of $10 million was beyond ridiculous. The White House did not immediately respond to CNN's request late Saturday for evidence of the $11 million figure when Trump previously invoked the baseless figure during an interview in February. He described his source in the vaguest of terms. Somebody showed me something. They gave her $11 million. Okay. That's how we do news now. Somebody told me something that showed them that this happened.
Well, you have to investigate everything. There was a story that came across my feed today. It was a picture of Abraham Lincoln, and it had Trump talking, and it was a faked Trump. It was a deep fake.
Yeah, one of the deep fakes.
And it said that, he had the power to take over, declare martial law, and in all blue states, fire the governors and put military leaders in it. And I'm like, this cannot be true. And I snoped it, and I was looking through all my sources, and it's like it's completely AI.
But that in itself is so terrifying, because if you don't know what you're looking for, you can believe it, and it's getting better and better and better. Yeah. We talked about it a while back when in like a music context, all they need is a couple of voice files from a certain celebrity, and they can do whole songs with them singing, like Cher singing an AC/DC song and all this kind of stuff.
Right. Well,
the rest of it is even more terrifying.
I can't tell you how many fucking hours I spent watching those rabbits on a trampoline before I found out they were AI.
Oh.
I like look at my sisters. Look at these rabbits on the trampoline. This is so cute.
I kind of got that they weren't real when the one came along, and then the bear came along and did a little bounce. It's like,
I didn't see the one with the bear.
I don't think bears can jump that way.
I think bear.
Yeah.
I showed my daughter, man, like that's fucking. We have a little trampoline now. She's like, do you think they even jump on it? I was like, you don't know. Like,
you never know.
I was like, look.
I watched one the other night, actually, which I was like a little concerned about. There was a dog just sleeping, and this lion walks up into frame and like starts sniffing the dog, and the dog wakes up, and they both look at the camera. They both stand up, walk towards the camera, and they both flip the camera, the bird. Like, oh, okay. AI.
I saw one with 2 deers this afternoon jumping on, like one was jumping on a trampoline, like it was a male, And the quote was like, he really impressed her, but he fell off. And it really looked like it was real. Like,
I was
but
so taken with those stupid rabbits jumping on their trampoline.
me too. Fuck. I'm
I
so
know.
mad.
Isn't that so insidious and kind of creepy? Like, we're all like, yay!
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
just
then
someone
I
playing
got
with your
TikTok.
emotions.
I saw it because then it made me question that Trump thing. It's like, this needs further research. This is not
Yeah.
for real, you know?
Yeah.
But how scary that everything around us is so freaking fake.
Anything, and that's what kind of, not kind of, what really gives me concern is that you can just, well, not you, he can just say whatever he wants, and people go, yeah, 100%. And if there's a video attached to it, oh, well, it must be real because there's a video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Ah.
and now they're claiming that the entire Obama administration, the FBI, was doctoring the files to
Okay,
Trump.
can we just jump on that for a second? Because what I don't understand is, right, everything that is disparaging or criticizing the current administration is fake news. They're making it up. They're out of their minds, etc. There is a paper trail. There are photos, non-edited photos, real life accounts of people. This other stuff that we're hearing about, you know, them taking down the government from inside and taking bribes from Russia. I think we've got that the wrong way around. But anyway, where's the evidence? Oh, yeah, they definitely did it. They definitely did it. Okay, well, if they definitely did it, show people and prove yourself right. And then Everett, like, I will go, I was wrong, Donald. All hail the great orange man. But until you can show me physical, real evidence of what you're saying, it's as fake as the news that you put on your social media, dude.
It's Orwellian. It's the doublespeak that they talk about in the novel 1984, where nobody can tell what the truth is, you know? And it's scary.
It's scary because people of a certain age just believe it.
Yeah, because they saw it on the news. It was on the news.
It's on the news.
On the media.
It's on
the
oh,
TV.
he put it on social media, so it must be real. And you can't put things that aren't real. Why isn't Obama suing him? Why aren't they suing him? This is massive defamation of character.
Technically, there's a law in this country. Not that means anything, because God knows that the last 10 years have proven anything. It's that this administration does not respond well to laws. But there is a law in this country that said you cannot sue a person in office for anything that happens while they are serving.
That's what I know.
In their office.
Loopholes. Who knew that they knew their loopholes so well?
So, like, I guess, like, the only question I have, right, like, just because, the bottom line is just show us the list, right? Everyone just wants the list. That's it. Just show us the fucking list.
The list that doesn't exist, but does exist when it needs to exist, right?
The question is, like, the one thing I saw on my side was that, like, again, just like, why haven't other administrations released it? That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I do feel, and I don't know this, I don't know that anybody's published this anywhere, Merrick Garland was so measured. He was the AG under Biden. He was so measured, he did not want to appear to be taking anything as a partisan, so that he slow walked it all, you know?
And that's probably part of the problem, right? You know?
Yeah.
Why would Trump then make that a part of his campaign if he knew what was going to happen? Like that's like, you know, he knew what he was going to do, but he made it part of his campaign anyway.
He also made part of his campaign that he would end the Ukrainian war on day one, that he would bring down the price of eggs on day one, that inflation would be over the minute he was inaugurated. He's very good at making promises. His entire real estate fortune is made on promises. You know, the thing that he did in New Jersey, where he went to this town that was failing and he said, I want to put a casino here. You have a great waterfront. He built this casino with loans from the state of New Jersey and loans from the federal government and loans from the local municipality. They waived all the taxes. He took all the money. He built the hotel on credit, didn't pay anybody for the hotel. None of the bills got paid, but all of that money went somewhere, and then the hotel went bankrupt.
Mm.
That's the
And
grift that he tells the lie.
Look, I totally agree with Christina. I am more than happy to walk back everything I've ever said if you can show me proof.
Yeah, just show the proof.
You know what? I will too. If you can prove it, I said this the first term. Somebody was going on about something that Trump had said, and I countered it, and they said, I have proof. And I said, okay, Walter. It was Walter. I know who it was because I went to high school with him. He was one of my best buds in high school. I said, I want to believe you. Show me your proof. If you are absolutely right about this, I will take back everything I've said, because you want the truth. You don't want fake news. You don't want to accuse somebody who really is innocent, but
right.
What he gave me as proof was a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet with no citations, with that could have been made up, that was probably made up in whole cloth.
Yeah.
I said, who made this? Why did they make it? Tell me who this is from.
Why?
My sources. He kept saying, this is from my sources. I'm like, I need to know who your source is.
Like, all right, Barbara Walters, who are you? Calm down. My sources.
Yeah, right. Who are your sources?
Walter, you're a nurse just like me. Tell me who your sources are.
The guy on the psych ward floor. Come on, like
right. Exactly. That guy in the tinfoil hat, he seems really friendly. Look,
if you could prove it to me that Biden was the pedophile and Trump wasn't, throw Biden in jail.
Yeah.
In jail.
I don't care if Jesus Christ himself is on that fucking list. If they can prove he's a pedophile, throw him in jail, which would be a little rough since he can, come back
walk
from
on
the
water
dead
and all that
shit.
kind of
But...
stuff. Hey, he'd make his way out of alligator Alcatraz. He'd be like,
I know his way around.
Could you imagine?
But it doesn't. If you can prove that somebody, and if the list proves that Trump did nothing, I'll take it back.
Why don't you release it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, and as I said a couple of weeks ago, I feel like his name is definitely in there, probably a lot of times. But that does not mean you're guilty of the acts associated with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
There are more pictures of Trump with Epstein than there are of me and my grandmother.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like there's somebody on that list. Like, I mean, obviously, Donald
there's
Trump,
more than a few somebodies.
Right? Yeah, there's a lot.
But I feel like there's like a lot of probably contributors to his.
I feel like that's what it is. It's not. It might not necessarily be all these big celebrity names that we're thinking, but it's definitely people behind the scenes that are funding things that don't want very established names to be.
We have seen the flight registers of people going to the island. We know that Bill Clinton's been to the island. We know that RFK's been to the island. We know that Trump's been to the island. We know that Oprah's been to the island, right? We know that a lot of people have been
Tyler
to the
Perry,
island.
I believe, as well.
Going to the island is not proof of guilt.
And look, it is very tone deaf for him to say in Scotland, I never had the pleasure of going to Epstein Island. My jaw dropped.
He doesn't to this minute. He doesn't know what he said.
He's got the tism for sure. He's got a touch of the tism.
I think
he's no social cues, no nothing. He's just like, nah. I'm just all right. We'll jump because the touch of the tism thing made me laugh. Of course, we in our group chat we're talking this week about Ozzy Osbourne's memorial, and my poor heart. I was just to see Sharon.
I thought it was
see Sharon so broken is.
It was
really...
Kelly trying so hard to be brave as she laid that rose on that memorial, and her chin is just wobbling and her lips are pressed together. And it was like, oh my God.
Kelly, it's so hard. Yeah, it's so hard to do just as an individual. Like Vera, you can relate. You've lost parents.
Yep.
Just
both of them.
Yeah. to be in that position, no matter who you are,
Right.
at that time, there's always all eyes are on you. It's like
Mhm.
how, and like I can only imagine, amplify it by a million. Like I know how I
Right.
felt, but I can only imagine how the Osbournes felt at that time. But it was really beautiful to see that many people there.
I was very moved.
I had a little tear. I was like, oh,
Yep.
that must help in some way to realize just how loved and respected not only Aussies but the whole family are, not only there but everywhere. Everyone that I
Yeah.
talk to about it is like, oh my god, my heart's breaking for these people. That
And again, did you see the AI funeral cortege with
No, I
Brian
didn't see
May
that.
playing the guitar
Oh.
and Kelly in purple hair? And it
Oh,
was
yeah.
also very moving, but it was also very fake.
Very fake,
Yeah.
You don't need to make shit like that up because it's there in front of you. The reality is sad enough. Like,
Yeah. Like I saw something. It was like we grew up. I really truly did grow up with that family. Like they came out when I was in like I think high school and middle school. That show and then like just seeing them grow up, and now Kelly's got a family. Jack has a family, and he's all like Christian-y too. Like
Yeah.
he's all like about God and shit. And I
and a
don't know,
ghost
like
hunter.
He is a
a
ghost hunter
ghost
too.
hunter. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He was a ghost hunter.
Interesting.
Yeah,
And a ghost hunter. Very weird.
yeah, but like. I mean, but even me as a 38-year-old, my husband's little cousin, she's 20, and her girlfriend, like, they were affected by it. Like, he's like, oh, I loved Ozzy. Like, what? You love that? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, well, I guess her father, like, my husband.
Yeah, well, it transcends generations. That's
It
the
does.
thing.
Yeah.
There are people that love Ozzy for Ozzy, in his prime, but then
Ozzy in his prime was fucking high.
yeah, and then you've got like the world saw Ozzy be that rock star, Prince of Darkness, all that thing. Then they saw him have the family, and I saw some really touching footage of him with Jack on stage going, Daddy gets to come home after this tour, and little Jack's so excited that he gets his dad back. And then again, in the teenage years, they became America's first reality TV family.
Yeah.
The first celebrities to go, all right, let's let it all hang out. And they did. That showed what a real family is.
That was
screaming,
a fun
all
show.
that kind of stuff.
It was a fun show.
That's one of the nice things to come out of it. One of the nice things to come out of all of this is that TikTok is just full of Osbourne's clips at the moment, and you just realize how unintentionally hilarious they are. Like there was one, and this is why I brought this up just then. There's one of him bollocking out Kelly on there. He's like, I don't give a fucking hell about it. Oh, look, a red Lamborghini. And sits down. It's like, and then like Kelly screaming at Ozzy because she's got the recording contract and she just wants to be a kid. And he's like, oh, it's got a bollock and Sharon, never again. It's like,
I love the one where
because we've got to remember all of this happened, and then Sharon got cancer on the show and showed that whole journey.
And she's in the bed getting the chemotherapy. And
Yeah.
Ozzy climbs in. Sharon, don't you die on me, you bitch.
Yeah. But I don't think
they threw the ham over the fence. That was
I don't think people had seen that before.
Or the dog.
Yeah.
Like, on the couch.
They were ready. They were ready to show everything. Well, pretty much everything. I mean, Amy opted out, and that was her. That's her prerogative. But they didn't have to show Sharon in that state.
Yeah.
She thought it was important for it to be seen, and I think it is, because it's going to segue into it. I've got segues for days today. It's so important for people to understand life, all parts of life, even the worst parts. So I don't know if you guys have been following James Van Der Beek's story. We talked about it on the show before, but he is currently battling stage 3 colorectal cancer. That's a picture of him with his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids.
Jeez.
That's there. I know, terrified. But
it's like 6 kids short of a Duggar.
Yeah.
The thing is, the reason why
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about it today is that they're trying to be as transparent as possible with their children about the situation that their dad's in. It was actually a really interesting little read. He says, "I'm far from an expert, but our approach was just to be as honest as possible, as honest as to their degree of their understanding. They know, they can sense that dad's having a tough day. They know if dad's in pain. By not telling them, I think you're confusing them even more," which I don't
Right.
Yeah.
disagree with. I don't
Yeah.
disagree with this. And then he says, allow yourself to be surprised by the resiliency. When you tell them what you're doing and you tell them the approach, they can see it, they can feel it. And I think that it's also that your journey is their journey. I have my kids making me tea, saying, Dad, what do you need? There's been a lot of beauty that's come out of it, but I would love to save everybody this journey, which is why I'm saying get screened. I think that obviously there's age appropriate information that you can give kids, but shielding them from any kind of bad news, I don't think helps either, because
No.
you can tell, especially in those later stage cancers, people change physically quite dramatically,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and they can't physically do what they were doing before. And he says like he had to go away from his family for treatment, so he had to leave not only his children, his wife, and he is the breadwinner of their family. And
Yeah.
because of his treatment, he couldn't work. So he's like, I felt like a failure as a parent, as a man, because I had to be away from my family. And it was really hard in both sides of it, because imagine being isolated from everyone as well because you couldn't physically be around them. I know
Yeah.
that my father's cancer journey was right in the middle of COVID, so it was really difficult. Like we couldn't, if you were even had the slightest hints that you were ill, it's like, well, don't bother going anywhere near. And it took away a lot of physical face to face time.
Yeah.
But imagine those kids who probably see their dad a lot because he's not like on a series or anything, and then all of a sudden for him to be sick
Gone for
and
6
B
weeks.
gone,
Yeah.
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's
Scary.
so sad. Yeah. So he says, I was away for a treatment, so I could no longer be a husband who was helpful to my wife. I could no longer be the father who could pick up the kids and put them to bed and be there for them. I could no longer provide because I wasn't working. So his children are Olivia 14, Joshua 13, Annabelle 11, Amelia 9, Gwendolyn 6, and Jeremiah 2. They span the age ranges.
Yeah, they
And
did.
I don't know, it must be a little bit more helpful to have those older kids help
Right.
the younger ones
Oh,
understand.
Yeah.
Because there is that bridge of knowledge. Like
Mhm.
And capability too, you know.
Yeah.
The older kids are able to pick up and console the younger ones, you know, and
Yeah.
and maybe make them a sandwich when dad's too sick to get off the couch or something.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
But just my heart goes out to the poor guy. He's still working though.
Yeah.
God bless them.
Just
Well-
been on some show, some TV show, I can't remember. Some new show that's come on, and strangely not that movie that Katie Holmes and Joshua Jackson are doing together, which is a little bit of a oh my god, it's Pacey.
I know. It totally looks like Pacey and Joey.
Oh my god, it's Pacey and Joey. Oh my god.
So,
Did you finish
yeah.
Dawson's Creek?
Yes, of course I did. Yeah.
Were
Oh,
you
it's a whole
destroyed?
nother
Were you
season and
destroyed?
watching everything.
Were you destroyed by that last
I
episode that you
was
said didn't happen?
destroyed. Yes, I was 100% destroyed because just listening to her, again, it was just so profound. Like when I was so young, so much younger, watching the show. I mean, and I
didn't mean as
watched it a
much.
couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it didn't really sink in as much as it did like today.
She got the best fucking lines too. And I was just like, like when she said, I never had a soulmate, and you're my soulmate, Jack. I was like, I don't want my daughter. And when she was talking about how angry she was about I don't want my daughter to grow up without a mother. And it's just,
Yeah.
the tears. I just remember having the sorest throat for those 2 hours. It's going, and then when she dies, Grams. Oh,
Grams.
Spoiler
I'll see you
alert.
soon, child.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I died when she said that. I was like, oh, fucking show. I can't
I
look at
know.
you.
I know,
Oh my-
right? The angst of it all is not
Yeah.
okay. No
It was
wonder I'm
awful.
like such an emotional mess. My teenage years. So yeah, I was just kind of old enough for the Beverly Hills 90210 moment, but I had Party of Five and Dawson's Creek. Let's
Yeah.
have something horrible happen to people these orphans every week. It's like, no
Yeah.
wonder Jennifer Love Hewitt and Nev Campbell can cry on cue because they had to do it every 5 seconds in that show. It's like,
Yeah. Sure.
these horrible orphans now have
But
something
it
even
was
more
that,
horrible
it
happen
was
to them.
Felicity. It was Buffy. It was
Buffy, yeah,
there
that's a
was so many
secret
fucking
jab.
shows back then that like really
But
fucked
good
you
t-
up.
That really good TV that actually the one like a really important episode of Buffy is The Body.
Mhm.
When Buffy, spoiler alert for a 20-plus-year-old show, where Buffy comes home and finds her mother dead on the floor.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
That was insane.
The trail of grief through the next couple of shows is so real for a show that is so not real.
Mhm.
And I think it really did help a generation or generations of people process things in a different way. And another show that really is probably doesn't get the credit it deserves. Degrassi High? Anyone? Anyone? You guys are too not. My generation, the millennials, Canadian TV, snaps for Degrassi. Oh my god. Teenage suicide, teenage pregnancy, drug use, rape,
Oh no, we had the OC for
overdoses,
that.
suicide. It's just like,
We had the OC
all
for
of it.
that.
What do you have?
The OC.
The OC. No, this
Yeah.
is raw. This is more real. These weren't pretty people. These were like people in a public school.
Oh,
These were
man.
rich people. Gorgeous show.
It was
Gorgeous
hilarious.
show. Reality. Oh, speaking of reality of the situation, can you believe it's Hannah Montana's 20th anniversary?
Oh my
No,
god.
I saw that when we posted it.
Miley is promising something big for the Hannah Montana fans next year when the 20th anniversary rolls around. Do you think she's going to whack that?
Role?
Do you reckon she's going to whack that wig back on for something?
I know.
Everyone's like, it's going to be a tour, but she's just recently said that she doesn't drive on touring that much. So who knows?
I
She's
don't
gonna
think she's
reunite
gonna
with her
do
dad.
Oh well, who knows? That's a big
Maybe
question.
an album, like a
Maybe an
small-
album, maybe a modern day Hannah Montana album of her singing all the old songs or something. Like
Yeah.
that. 'Cause
A
she
little
wasn't allowed to
20th
actually sing those
anniversary
songs.
Reunion show.
I read she actually said after she had finished the show, she wasn't actually allowed to perform those songs on tour because they were property of Disney. But now that she's a Disney legend, she's able to access her back catalogue and perform them
Nice.
live. Because she's interesting.
How did she
Well,
become a Disney legend? Just from the show?
Oh well, Disney designated her a
Oh.
official Disney legend. You get like cap and gown and whatever. Yeah, I guess you get
free
key,
trip to Disneyland.
maybe you get keys to the
Yeah.
park or something. I don't imagine.
Fireworks on your birthday.
Right?
Yeah.
Happy memories to sad memories to a little bit of controversy. Brooke Hogan's back in the news again, obviously with the passing of her father. There has been some drama, and a lot of people really hate Brooke Hogan. I didn't realize until I published an article on her, but it's been revealed that Brooke Hogan asked to be removed from her father's will in 2023, long before any of this drama happened.
I think we talked about that on this show.
Yeah, so this is because everyone's going, she's just after the money. It's like,
No, she was very
not.
adamant she didn't want the money.
Yeah. She said she wanted to protect her father. Where is it? No. She made the request 2 years ago because she didn't want to get caught in the financial battle when he passed. Brooke is said to have wanted to protect her father from people she believed were taking advantage of him. But after many years of disagreements, she contacted his financial manager and asked to be removed as a beneficiary. Not him. She went to the source and went, I don't want to be a part of it. She did get, and full transparency in this article, she is set to receive a small sum of money from his life insurance, and that's going straight to her kids' college fund. But she's not gonna, I think it's 25 million. 25 million?
Fuck.
Yeah. She's not going for any of it. She doesn't want to
Good
be
on
involved.
her, man. You know.
Yeah. She's done a really long and quite
Can I
emotional.
have some?
Sorry?
Can I take some?
I know, right? I'll take some, Brooke. I'll take some of that blood money off your hands, girl.
Fuck.
Her
Man.
Facebook, her Instagram post was really lengthy, but really actually quite touching about her relationship with her father and just how complicated that can be when you are the adult child of a parent that, well, that changes a relationship immensely. But
Yeah.
you know, they disagree on certain political things, on certain ethical things, on all that kind of stuff. But she still has these. One of the things she said is, I remember the man who built my Barbie dream house. I remember the man
Right.
who did X,
Yeah.
Y, and Z for me. And he has this public persona on top of all of his personal problems. And then it's all in the public eye as well. I have a lot of sympathy for her, and I know that a lot of people have an issue with her because she's a nepo baby. You know, she got famous off reality TV, like the Osbournes, but
Yeah.
still human.
But she's living her life.
Yeah,
on the quiet.
she is.
Yeah.
She's doing
She's
her
not
thing.
famous now.
No,
No.
She
She
could be at Target and we wouldn't know her.
yeah, she stepped
No,
away from her.
I
She
love
stepped
it.
away from all of her stuff to raise her family and
Mhm.
get away
Yeah.
out of the rat race, basically,
Fuck.
of
Yeah.
all that
You know?
shit that goes on with it, because it is a lot of shit. But sometimes there are happy stories. I know, happy stories.
Happy.
I really
like
hope
the
this
bunnies
is.
on the trampoline.
Yeah, well, I really hope this is not fake news, but I don't think it is. Liam Neeson and
yeah.
Pamela Anderson
I
possibly
love it.
She does
dating.
look smitten, doesn't she?
She does.
He does.
Some of the stuff with their body language and the way that they act around
Mhm.
each other is very, very cute. I'm like, oh, I hope so. Like
He was very non-committal on Colbert last night.
I thought I saw them kissing.
yeah,
Was
they
that
did a
right?
fake out kiss on, like, I think it was Good Morning
Oh.
America or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, because it was but she's kissing him on the cheek and stuff in
Yeah.
public and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He said on Colbert last night, he said, our characters got very close and it made us closer. And he said, she's got a very great sense of humor. We enjoy each other's company. We enjoy each other. And that's all he would say. He would not commit to that
Pamela
being a
fucking Anderson, dude.
But I think
Get
we've
it.
also got to remember that he is a gentleman of a generation that
yes.
doesn't let it all hang out. He lost his wife, you know, like
Years ago.
years, but still
He
getting
hasn't been a
back
monk
on the
since
horse.
then.
There are people that don't get back on the horse in a serious
Yeah.
way.
Well, he hasn't
and again,
been a
I can only
monk
imagine.
since then.
Yeah, but I can only imagine that when you put it in the public eye as well, people go, "Well, your dead wife," and just remind you of it
Oh
all the
my
time.
god.
It's like
He also dated Helen Mirren, and people remind him of that all the time.
And
exactly.
she's not coming back though, you know, the dead wife. It's
No,
like, so
and
leave it
you
alone.
would hope, yeah. You want people to be happy in general, and
Yeah.
I hope they're happy. Do you know who wants you to be happy? Harry Styles wants you to be happy. In the
I don't understand
most-
why people are so mad about this.
in the most unexpected brand transfer of the world, Harry's company, Pleasing, which is mainly known for nail polish and fragrances and apparel, I went on their website, have done an offshoot called Pleasing Yourself. And
Okay.
their first product,
The celebrity endorsement.
a double-ended vibrator and lube that is sold out, ladies and gentlemen. It is wiped from the face of Pleasing's website. That's how quickly it's gone. It is out of there. It's like, I'm like, whoa. It did break the internet for a hot little second there when that news came out. I just couldn't get away from it. So it was launched on the July 25th. It is now the 1st of August here, and she gone. She is all out. He teased it because everyone's been with Harry. When's the new album coming out? And he did a little sexy voiceover. Please yourself like you mean it on Instagram as the. He knows his audience. I'm like, you go, you good thing.
I mean,
you make that money. But Pleasing is also partnering with Planned Parenthood to release a range of condoms in America.
Okay.
So it's not all salacious. It is about knowing sexual identity and encouraging people that we are not in the dark ages, that sex is a thing that happens between people or with yourself, and it's not a shameful thing, and it's something that can be obviously celebrated, but done responsibly. And I'm giving Harry snaps. I think this is great.
I'm surprised it was as controversial as it was.
It doesn't look like the best vibrator, but I mean, maybe the lube is good. You never know.
Maybe. It's got that big glow. Apparently, that ball glows and changes colors and stuff. Ooh.
Yeah, there's no eyes down there.
Does that matter?
Yeah, just in case
anatomy.
You might lose your keys or something. You know? Hello, where did those car keys go?
Where's my vibrator? I had lost my keys.
I've lost my double-ended Harry Styles vibrator. Where'd it go?
Hasn't Harry been daddy since One Direction? I mean, come on.
Yes,
everyone loves
the vibe. This isn't that.
The vibe, quite literally.
Yeah.
Quite literally the vibe. But, you know, you go for it.
The buzz.
Yeah.
Because
if somebody wanted to send me some product to test, I'd be happy to do so.
Pleasing if you want to let us know.
Try out the lube, so
yeah, you know, come on.
Send it on over.
Yeah, we'll even take the candles and we'll take whatever you want to give us. You know?
Whatever you want.
Doesn't have to be the vibrator.
We'll
put your nail polish on. We'll do it. We'll do it.
I don't have any. I don't have nail polish, so you can hand it on over.
Pleasing. Hey, Harry.
I don't have any on now, but I would.
I don't either, and I'll wear it.
I can wear
Harry,
it.
if you're out there, if this finds its way to you,
if it's good enough, I'll wear it.
You'll love some nail polish. We'll give you.
It wouldn't be a celebrity endorsement, but it would be an uncensored endorsement.
Yeah, and he loves life. I'm down with the vibe that Harry puts out, and I'm also down with the fact that he won't be drawn, very much like Pedro Pascal, into what people want him to say. They're all like, say it. Say it. We want to know that you sleep with men. Say it. Say it. And Pedro Pascal's just like, whatever, queen. I love how dramatic people are being about the closeness of his female co-stars with him. So Scarlett Johansson and Vanessa Kirby are both very physically, you know, touchy with him. And they're like, he's having an affair with married women. I'm like, I don't think that's the case. But, you know, you don't have, your wife doesn't have a gay friend, is what that tells me. Is what that tells me, you know. But even, he is the same. He's the same with everyone. It doesn't matter if it's a male co-star or a female co-star. And what's his name? Slutty Little Glasses from Jurassic Park's getting the same thing as well.
Oh,
Piero.
Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey. And Jonathan Bailey is capital G gay. Like, out there, well known.
He makes no bones about it.
And everyone's like, he's sleeping with Scarlett Johansson. I'm like, I don't think so. He'd be more interested in Colin. Let's be real. Let's be real about it. But that's a weird vibe. I keep seeing it popping up in the media. It's really weird that people have an issue with physical intimacy between people when the president of the United States can grab someone on the pussy and yell about it. Like, why is it an issue? Yeah. Oh, it
Yeah.
should have just. They should. I just grabbed her on the pussy because I want to fuck her. But when it's
That'll be an AI
ambiguous,
video soon. You'll see.
when it's ambiguous and
No, there was a
obviously
video where he did
there
say it.
there
It
was
was on.
there's audio.
No, I know.
Entertainment
I
Tonight.
know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But a
I'm
real
saying-
one. You're saying you'll see something. You'll see him
I'm
like
saying-
womp
Yeah.
womp with the magic
Yeah,
claw.
no, we don't need that visual. We got
Yeah, no,
enough.
I don't think
No,
anyone
no.
wants to see that.
I'm fucking around. I'm kidding.
kidding.
Not like literally. I'm saying you were saying we have a video of
Yeah.
this and
Imagine.
Well.
I'm surprised someone has it. Let's be honest.
Right.
What?
Let's
Yeah,
leave the
it's a
lesbians
weird.
out of this.
It's a weird vibe that
Sorry.
people just can't. I think we are going backwards.
Well, there certainly
Right?
is a
Like-
definite puritanical energy
Yeah,
trying to take over our zeitgeist.
it's like they're
But I don't
touching
think
each other on the
anybody's
face.
Really
It's
that
like,
interested in going back. You know, I think that's the
Who
theme.
wants
It's
to
like,
go
we're not
backwards?
going back to that. You know,
I don't want to
no
go.
one's
What?
going back in the closet. We're just people. You know,
Woman
we
shows
all
ankle to
coexist.
chimney sweep scandal. Oh, like I saw her petticoats. Oh, it's like calm down, people.
Right.
Can I go like
It's
way off topic
2025.
here?
Yeah, go.
Because we love random squirrel moments from Christina.
We do.
Did you see the I think it was like Idaho murders or something like that. The four
Yes,
kids,
yes.
college students that were murdered, right? So did you see the sister? Like, because he
No.
was finally sentenced to 4 life sentences.
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah, she
official
went in on
murder.
him She went
So,
in. Yeah,
one of
I saw.
the girls who was killed, the sister just like went in and like
That was great.
honestly,
More
we
of
have to
that.
give some snaps to that because like she kept her composure. It has been 3 years. Either way, it would
But
still be
still.
pretty hard.
Yeah.
But-
I gotta say, if somebody killed one of my sisters, 3 years would not be enough time for me to not be mad about it.
Oh no, I'm still be
I think
pissed
she's
off
definitely
about it,
mad,
of
but she
course.
was just. It wasn't emotional. It was
Exactly. It wasn't
It
like
got to the
crying
point.
emotional. Like she
Yeah.
said, I'm not going to give you tears. I'm not going to give you what you
I'm not
want.
gonna give you what you want.
You
Yeah.
know, and like you could tell like how it just affected him. Like his face was just like changing ever so slightly as it's like on him. And everything that she said was just so powerful and perfect. And I loved it. And I actually ended up, because of that, it made me watch like this Hulu special or something that they have of it.
Yeah.
But it was only
I
one
think that's-
episode.
But that's why victim impact statements are so important.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
definitely. the
so
mom,
so
she
so
goes, like,
important.
You might have gotten all A's in school, but now you're just going to get a whole bunch of D's, like, because
Yeah.
he's going to jail. And I mean, it was just.
And I think
Right.
you've got to.
on
We've to talk about something. We've got to thank the Tate family for that because the Sharon Tate murders allowed all that process to really become regular, and
Really?
Right.
and they still to this day fight for victims' rights advocacy. So again,
Wow.
somebody with their platform that is not necessarily a celebrity, they are celebrity adjacent because of a horrible incident that happened to their family, but they're not letting the incident define them. They're making sure that future generations have a voice and can, let
Mhm.
that thing that is so
Horrific.
affecting and so life-changing not be a solely negative thing. It can help to convict these people, to keep them in prison, to do all the things that probably should have done in the first place. So yeah, I was like, you go, sister. That she was the
Yeah,
bomb.
amazing.
She
Yeah.
kicked ass. She
Yeah.
kicked ass. And there's someone else who is always ready to kick ass. She's flexed. She's been stretching the entire show.
Yeah.
She's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Vera Van. All right, Vito. It's time. 3, 2, 1, Venta.
As always, we touched upon my event in the body of the show. I was going to talk briefly about Ghislaine Maxwell. And oddly enough, I was going to talk about her family, the family Virginia Giuffre, I think is how you pronounce her name. She was the young girl who was poached from Mar-a-Lago and taken to Epstein Island. She's also the one who blew the lid off of the Prince Andrew scandal and got him deposed as a royal. But they were speaking out. The family of her, Virginia Giuffre, were speaking out today, and they were very effective as the advocates for the victims. And one of the things that came out of their conversation today is that 64% of the country really does not feel that this woman should ever be pardoned. That all of the acts, the 20 people that did speak out against her in court, have proven beyond a shadow of the doubt that she is complicit and guilty every bit as much as Epstein and anybody else who might be on that list. So please, let's all do what we can to make sure that this woman never gets out of prison. Put the pressure on your senators, put the pressure on your congressmen. You know, you can call the White House directly too. Just leave a message. Ghislaine Maxwell does not deserve a pardon. But other than that, I wanted to talk about promises made and promises not kept, specifically the economic promises of Donald J. Trump. We do know, as I said earlier, that Trump promised to bring gas prices down. He promised to bring the price of eggs down. He promised to end inflation. He promised to end the war in Ukraine. He said he could end it on day one. He'd just take one phone call to Putin. And now we've got people, Russia's threatening to blow us up. And we're way far away from day one. But my biggest problem right now is that the 90 tariffs in 90 days, which only turned out to be a dozen tariffs in a dozen months, is about to take effect. Some of these tariffs are astronomical. I don't know how Brazil pissed Donald Trump off, but the tariffs from coffee coming out of Brazil are going to be 50%. And I don't know about you, but life's going to get a little ugly if I don't have my morning cup of Joe. And if it's $30 a pound, I'm not sure I'm going to be buying coffee. But everything's going to be expensive real soon. And it's more expensive now than it was the day he took office. Some estimates are inflation is at 2.6%. Some say it's at 3.48%. But those are just numbers. They don't mean anything to us. But every single one of us has to go to the grocery store. You go into that grocery store and you know that eggs might have come down a lot, but they're still pretty expensive. You go to fill your car up in gas and you know that it's not $1.99 here or anywhere else. You go to buy, bananas, and you know that that pound of bananas is not 27 cents anymore. It's ridiculous to have this presidency and this administration claiming that we are the most economically sound nation in the world, yet we know, we go to the grocery store and we see every day that these numbers, these 3.6%, doesn't mean anything in our head, but it sure means something in our wallet when we check out at the grocery store. And another indicator of our healthy economy, jobs. Trump said he would bring in more jobs than anybody ever. And since the start of January, we have lost 863,000 jobs in this country. That's not counting the layoffs. That's just jobs gone away. Jobs that don't exist anymore because the market is shrinking and our ability to make and sell goods here and internationally is disappearing. So I know that Donald Trump is going to continue to tell us that his administration has the strongest economy ever. But I want us to stop listening to the fake news and start using our own brains. You know, when you go to the grocery store, that you're paying more for everything. That inflation is just as bad now as it was when he started, and it's getting worse every day. So that's my event today. Pay attention. Use your own brain. Don't rely on the internet to tell you that the inflation's going away or inflation's getting better. Go to the grocery store. and buy a pound of butter, a pound of coffee, a loaf of bread, and a bag of sugar. And you tell me that you're better off than you were 6 months ago. Because already the shit is starting to hit the fan. I got so many anti-democratic messages in my feed today that I can't believe it. We are 15 months away from the election and the propaganda is already starting. Use your own brain. You don't need me or anybody else to tell you what you know is the truth when you go to the grocery store. That's my bet.
It's everywhere too, though. Like,
well, it started during COVID.
We're being
really
forced
did.
to we're being forced to take in American beef again now. I don't know if that made
because we can't get any Canadian beef.
I don't know if that made new landfall over there, but when the mad cow disease broke out however long ago, there was a ban on USA beef here in Australia and has been ever since. But that was one of the, I guess, bargaining tools for us to maintain a relationship, that we are now going to be accepting your beef back into the country, which is not better than it was. Better than it was, apparently, tested.
Well, we don't have mad cow anymore. Well, we won't know.
Considering apparently most of it comes out of Mexico, I don't know why they're calling it American beef, but you know, whatever.
The USDA is no longer testing beef, so
That's
we
fake
don't know
news.
if we have mad cow or not.
Won't that be fun when we all start frothing at the mouth again?
Well, hey, I don't know that I ever stopped.
It's a good time. Yeah, just for different reasons. Yeah, different reasons. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today on Uncensored Radio. We are back, I've got to say, at 699 subscribers. After I talked about it last time, we went down one, but we're back at 1699. I want someone to be the 700th soon, so please. Uncensored Radio, love us. We have a massive, lovely following on Facebook, but we're trying to get across all the platforms. We have very loyal people on TikTok, but we would love to hear you roar a little bit on our YouTube page. Also, thank you. I don't know who you are out there. Whoever you are that is listening, we are working on our audio. It's getting better, so that the audio podcast sounds better for you. But thank you for checking out the audio. Every listen that you do with those shows with ads in it really does give us a little kick in and helps things keep going along. So the more that you listen, the more we can keep going. It's the most important thing. We're going to keep going next week with something a little bit freaky. Question mark? Before we are back again next Friday. Australian time. Thursday American time. You see what I'm trying to do there? You see what I'm trying to do there? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, Christina's
Think
with
global, act local.
We love you, folks. Keep real, keep the bastards honest, and don't believe the bunnies. Bye.